Yo, it's your man King Castro X coming at you live and direct with the Comic Cons podcast live at Impulse Creations, where you can get your comic books 30% off for all subscriptions and pre-orders. That's my boy Jules hopping in to save my life. We in the building, man. This is issue 3.
Yeah, issue 3. Exciting, man. This has been the most fun I've had in a while.
I'm enjoying doing this. I'm enjoying doing this with you. I'm enjoying doing this for you guys. We dropped episode 1 day before yesterday. We dropped episode 2 yesterday. There was reasoning behind that. Reason being is that things that we talk about on this show are, you know what I'm saying, time sensitive a lot of times, especially with the news and things like that. We can review comics all day, every day, but like we're trying to have that added layer of like, oh, this is coming out of, we need to talk about this. So like we want to get these episodes out to you guys in a timely manner. In episode 1 and 2 were recorded, you know what I'm saying, we recorded episode 2 last week, episode 1 before that. The week before that, and so you know what I'm saying, I think we're up to schedule now. We can go ahead and drop this and we'll be all right, but we're still working, trying to figure out what day exactly we're dropping, but you guys can stay tuned for that. What are you thinking?
Oh, I thought we were going with the one that you decided. Wasn't it like a Friday or something?
So it looks like every Friday you guys can tune in, man, to Comic Book or Comic Cons podcast, man, and y'all will catch us there on the YouTube. You guys be sure to subscribe, like, and comment. We definitely appreciate all the support. Shout out to everybody that's been watching and things, man. Like I said, we've been really enjoying this. So today's going to be a little bit different. It's going to be a little bit the same as well. I did bring some comics to review. I brought 2 issues, but I also got some other books that I want to talk about. And I think Jules got his books on deck too, or whatever. But
yeah.
I also got something else for you guys that I just want to show off, man. I went action figure hunting. I'll start with that, actually. I went action figure hunting yesterday, unintentionally. You know what I mean? The wife woke up. We went to go pick up our comic sub. You know what I'm saying? We had like 6-7 books or whatever. Had to go pick that up, and that turned into us going to Barnes & Noble after that, where I had the opportunity of grabbing these 2 books here. 2 of my favorite comic books in the entire world, if not my favorite comic books in the entire world. Literally, these books are the books that showed me comic books could be written different. You know what I'm saying? That they could be written in a darker tone, and you know what I'm saying, more adult, more X-rated. You know what I mean? They gave me that added layer of love and depth of love for comic books, man. So when I get into these, you guys know what I'm talking about. But like I said, man, we went to Barnes & Noble. My wife ended up cashing out. You know what I'm saying? And that turned into, okay, baby, well, I spent all this money. Yeah. Now you get to spend some money. And I was like, well, you know what I want to spend my money on? Do you know I have these scars? You know what I'm saying? So I was like, baby, take me to the figure store over there at Vintage Toy Mall over there in Jinx. We got the opportunity to go over there to the Vintage Toy Mall in Jinx, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful, fantastic store. We may be sitting down with them on the show coming soon.
Exciting.
The owners. Yeah, I'm really hyped for that. But we got the opportunity to go over there, and I realized everything there, because what I had in mind was to walk away with multiple figures. It's always my goal to walk away with multiple figures, right? We went over there, and I realized a lot of the stuff just wasn't in my price range, or if I was to buy something, it wouldn't allow me to walk away with multiple figures, right? Because what they have over there is a lot of, you know, not necessarily show-off pieces. I guess they have a lot of show-off pieces to a degree, but they have a lot of, you know, valuable pieces there, man. For those of you figure collectors at home, and I'm going to explain here to Jules, they had a Castle Grayskull for $400. It's 97% complete. So Castle Grayskull comes from He-Man, and it's like a pillar, not pillar, but like a be-all, end-all. It's a really prized piece to own when it comes to figure collecting, and to find it 97% complete in box, I was wilding. It was beautiful. Obviously, I didn't get that shit. They had some really cool shit there. You guys check them out in Jinx. After that, though, not purchasing anything there, we ended up traveling all the way back on our side of town by Broken Arrow to the other Vintage Toy Mall. Have you been?
I don't think so.
My man. So you gotta check them out. Good people. I ended up walking away with some stuff. You know what I mean? I grabbed about 9 figures. You know what I'm saying? 8 or 9 figures. Spent a little cash. I spent probably like $1.50. Like, I ain't gonna lie. But I was very satisfied with what I got.
Right.
For those of you guys at home, I'm currently collecting a lot of the Todd McFarlane DC figures. You know what I'm saying? That's really what I have a lot of. These Jules has I can't talk. Jules has seen my collection. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of DC characters. I don't really have a lot of Marvel. I think the only 2 Marvel characters I have is Daredevil and Black Panther. Wakanda Forever. You know what I'm saying? But you know what I mean? I did get to look at Wakanda Forever yesterday as well.
You like it?
I didn't get to finish it. We'll talk later about that. Maybe next episode. I'm so late on reviewing
I didn't like it.
Okay. I will talk later.
Yeah.
But I've been collecting a lot of the DC Todd McFarlane figures. You know what I'm saying? So I brought not all of them because some of them are in box.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I will go into this. When I buy figures, man, it's not necessarily to be in box. Like if I was to get that Castle Grayskull, I would want the box. It'd be really cool to have the box. It's already opened. It doesn't matter. But it's from like way the fuck back. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking 60s, 70s. To find a...
So it adds more value with the box?
It does. It does. One thing I want to say about me as well is I'm not a collector for value. I don't care about the value. I collect because I like the figure. It's like a statue to me. It's a piece of art. I like the detailing. But when it comes to Castle Grayskull... I half-ass do collect for value. I'm half-ass like, I'm going to flip this one day. But then also there's that geek in me that's like, to have this, you know what I mean? To own this for just a little while is really fucking cool. So, you know what I'm saying? But I don't collect for value a lot. But if I was to get Castle Grayskull, yeah, I mean, I'm probably going to flip that thing eventually. I'm going to get it up to 100%. But what was I saying? Do you remember? I don't forget.
Oh, you went to you bought a whole bunch of
figures.
So
I did get. I'm very happy with myself. So like I said, I don't buy for value.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? I buy because I like the figures. With that being said, I bought 3 in box.
Okay.
Not opened. I'm gonna open them. I don't care. I like to display my figures, and then I bought 4. I think out of package. They call them loose figures. You know what I'm saying? So they've already been opened and stuff. Sometimes it still comes with their accessories or whatever. But my bad, yeah, we got people in the building live at Impulse Creations. So I bought 4 Lucy's, and what I brought today is those 4 Lucy's, and I'm very satisfied with who I grabbed. You know what I'm saying? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reach over here in this bag and I'm gonna show you each figure.
I'm looking forward to
that
this.
I'm very excited. Yeah, I'm hyped. I haven't even opened them out of their little Ziploc bags that they come in as loose figures. So figure number 1, I'm currently trying to collect the Justice League. So as you guys see,
that would be dope.
Yeah.
I think I'll join you, man. That's dope.
You should get with me, brother.
Hell yeah.
And I got them at deals. Like all of these guys were like $15 a figure, and then the other ones, the inbox, were $20. You know what I'm saying? So like it was a deal. It was a deal. Like most of these characters are like $25, $35. Anyway, so we got Martian Manhunter. You know what I'm saying? Figure number 1. And I feel like the detailing on this one's pretty dope.
That is really cool.
His eyebrow game vicious, but you know what I'm saying? I'm a big fan of Martian Manhunter and the Justice League. John Johns. I think that's his name. Yeah.
I just know about his niece in Young Justice.
She's pretty dope. Her. Yeah, she fire. I've been loving Young Justice, by the way. It's literally one of my favorite cartoons right now.
I stopped.
We'll talk. All right, so we got Martian Manhunter, $15 deal.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And this is something I'd like to do maybe once a month for you guys here on the show, is just pull out some figures in my collection. Maybe I'll get some cooler pieces as we go. All right, so this next one, I'm really happy I got it. I'm going to tell you why. Say, Castro, why?
Castro, why?
So this next one, my brother, is a personal favorite of me and the wife.
Okay.
We found out about this character on watching Justice League Dark.
Mm-hmm.
His name is Etrigan. Etrigan the Demon. And the thing about Etrigan the Demon is I just haven't seen any of his characters, any of his figures anywhere, bro. So to have him, it's special both to me and to my wife. Like I said, we're both a fan of him together as an item. So, look at this. His foot was bent up, y'all. But yeah, Etrigan the Demon, man. Really happy to pick that one up. And like I said, these are loose figures, man. Somebody else owned them before me. Opened them
But
up.
they look good, though.
They do. They look great. Opened them up, displayed them. You know what I'm saying? But I'm happy to have them. It's very precious. I'm ready to display them on my own shelf. I'm not displaying these guys, though, until I get to the new place. This next dude, I'm going to save my favorite for the last. All right, so another figure I've been hunting down. You know what I'm saying? So I'm so happy with this lot that I picked up yesterday. That's all I'm saying. Another figure that I've been hunting down. Haven't been able to find. Everybody always buys this guy out. The only one I've been able to see is right over here at Impulse Creations, and it's the dead version. And I'm not a fan of the zombie characters. I don't care about that.
See, I think they look dope.
Deceased ain't my stuff. But I was able to pick up a Nightwing figure. You know what I'm saying? I've been looking for a Nightwing. I got Batman. I got Robin. I got Tim Drake Robin. I got Damian Wayne Robin. Just picked him up yesterday. Damian Wayne Robin. I got Batgirl. I need Jason Todd. And I needed my Nightwing. You know what I'm saying? Nightwing, for those of y'all at home. And I think Jules knows this, but he's one of my favorite characters. Super dope. Now running the Justice League. Shout out Teen Titans. You know what I'm saying? Big fan. Not the coolest looking figure, but I'm still happy to have a Nightwing figure.
If this is your favorite character and that's not your favorite or your favorite one, I'm looking forward to that one.
Oh, yeah. So this is probably my favorite character out of this lot. Nightwing is not my favorite character, but he's one of my favorite characters. He's my favorite member of the Bat family. Obviously, Batman being number one. Always. Damian Wayne probably number three. Or Cassandra Cain, Batgirl. She's fire. But, all right, so number 4. You know, I think you're going to get it when I pull this figure out. You know I'm a Planet of the Apes fan.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this ain't Planet of the Apes. But it's another DC character that I've been wanting to collect. Haven't seen this figure, man. So I was able to pick me up a Gorilla Grodd figure, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
already knew it.
Beastly.
Man.
Look at my man. Look how hefty he is out here. Look at this man.
That's a thick-ass boy.
You can check him out if you want.
Have you seen that video?
No.
That shit's hilarious.
So I was just really happy with this lot I got to pick up, man. Like I said, these are all characters that I hold true to my heart, except John Johns. He's cool. Martian Manhunter, that is. I don't care much. I'm just trying to collect the league. But to pick these boys up, you know what I'm saying? Etrigan, Gorilla Grodd, and Nightwing, ladies and gentlemen, all for a low price of $150. No, you know what I'm saying? I also picked up White Flash. That's Flash Hot Pursuit. He has the white suit. I was able to pick him up. Like I said, I picked up Damian Wayne, and I also grabbed Penguin from the new Batman movie.
And they're in the box?
They're in box. They will be out of box when we get to my new crypto. So that's one thing I want to talk to you about. I'm not, like I said, I don't collect for value. I want to display my figures. How would you feel? I know you haven't started figure collecting yet, but do you plan on keeping in box or do you plan on opening yours?
It's opening them. I think it's weird in the box. I don't think you get the full detail. Then you have to walk up on them. I want people to see them from a distance.
So my thing is, if it's like an old piece, right?
Okay.
Like an old vintage piece and it's in box, like I might keep it there.
Yeah. I mean, if it's worth money or will be worth money one day, then that makes sense.
My thing with worth money one day, right? It's like 9 times out of 10, you collect one of these new figures, right? You heard that too. Sorry about that, y'all. You collect one of these new figures. 9 times out of 10, man, we don't know if that mug is gonna be worth money. Why do I want to sit here and wait? You know what I'm saying? Let me just open up my figure, put it on the shelf, and make them look cool.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But maybe it's because my phone's right here.
Yeah, it's one of my cords.
So, you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna open it up. But if it's an old vintage piece, like I said, back to the pinnacle of figure collecting, Castle Grayskull, 97% complete. I might open it. It's already been opened, but like I will display the box with the thing. Like I'll probably open it up, set it up, have the box behind it because it's a cool box.
Yeah,
that's another thing is box art. You know, sometimes they really go in on the box art.
So why is it 97% complete?
Because it doesn't have everything.
Oh, okay. So I'm thinking of like just one solid piece. This thing has like accessories with it. Okay, that makes sense.
And so it's not 100% complete.
Okay, I thought you needed to buy something to add to it.
No, so what that means is when I say 97% complete, bear in mind this is from like, I think, what did I say? I think this one's from the 80s, maybe. I'm probably really incorrect. Figure collectors don't be mad at me. But this is from way back.
Right.
Okay? Some kid got this thing for Christmas or something. You know what I'm saying? First off, they still have the box. Okay? Do you know how big of a feat that is for a child to still have the box from the 80s? You know when this kid got it from Christmas. And bear in mind, not even just Castle Grayskull. When you find a figure from these time periods that's still in box, never been opened, the seal's never been broke, you know what I'm saying? What did you want to do when you were a kid and you received a gift?
Play with all the toys.
I'm opening that sucker.
Yeah.
So, like, first off, that's crazy. You know what I'm saying? This one's been open, this Castle Grayskull. I think a majority of them been open. But, you know what I'm saying? Box. Still there, still in decent condition. There's a little wear and tear, but it's nice. Nice. The art's still there. It's still visible, beautiful. 97% complete. Now, I was trying to explain to you what that meant, and I'm sorry about that. Now, what that means, like I said, is over all this time, there's only been a few pieces lost. Be that a little cannon here or a little something here. Like, now, the way people usually get it to 100% complete, and this is how they got the 97% complete, is they'll buy multiple. Okay? This one will have this piece that they're missing, and this one will have this piece, and it's a fucking
Like a puzzle.
It's a puzzle, bro, and it adds to the hunt of the wild. You know what I'm saying? And it's just the coolest fucking feeling, man, when you're able to put something like that together. I haven't yet, but I'm almost done putting together my Justice League. So
he's only 97% complete.
I'm 97% of the Justice League complete. I have Batman. I have multiple Batmen. I have Superman. I have Martian Manhunter. I have the Flash in a white suit.
In a white suit.
Now I need Wonder Woman. I'm
surprised you don't have Superman yet.
I do.
Oh, you said that?
Yeah, I have Superman. I have
what was I doing when you...
I just said it. I may have said it quietly. I was a little back from the mic. But, so yeah, man, that was my figure hunting this weekend. Really happy about it again, Jules. I can't express to you how fucking stoked I am to display these in the new podcast studio whenever.
I'm looking forward to it, man.
Really dope. Really dope. Looking forward to you figure collecting down the line.
Oh, thanks. Yeah, I think mine's going to be mostly anime. Yeah. Of course, I'll probably pick up a Damian Wayne. I like Damian.
Damian's one of my favorite Robins.
Yeah, just that, especially when he, Son of Bats.
Son of Batman?
Yeah, just seeing that character switch because, again, you're a child. And then having that actual father love rather than being treated like a weapon, I think it made him the character who he is. You know, of course he fights for justice, but that fight between right and wrong, I think, is probably harder than Batman's.
I love that it's a reoccurring thing. He has to tell himself that Bruce taught him justice, not vengeance. Like the kid has to remember that, or he'll snap. If you like Damian Wayne, you should go back and read the old Batman versus Robin. When Batman's out of town, they think he's dead, and Nightwing picks up the cow and is Batman. Shout out to Nightwing, Dick Grayson.
Do you think there's probably a graphic novel, right?
Yeah, I'm sure somewhere.
Yeah, I'll probably pick up the graphic novel. I'm starting to like those.
Graphic novels are great.
Yeah, I think now with multiple issues of comics, I don't think I'll get these. Like, if it's a new issue, then I'll probably buy these. But if it's a graphic novel, I'll probably get the graphic novel.
See, something about collecting issue by issue for me, having a ton of boxes in my home, spending so much money on bag and boarding is very addicting, and I just can't break it. And I just love, there's something so special about opening up a comic book issue versus a graphic novel for me. But I love graphic novels as well. They're great. They're awesome. They collect so many issues of a book, or, sometimes they're complete stories. I think they're absolutely incredible as well. But, like, I love collecting issue by issue to say, like, oh, I've got every issue in the set. I currently have, all of Batman Eternal New 52, 1 to 52. And to say that I have that, like, I'm very proud. That was the first, I bring that up because that was the first, like, complete set of books I got. 52 issues. Like, that means I had to dig for, you know what I'm saying, and grab every single one of those. Now I'm trying to collect Batman, just regular Batman New 52. with the Court of Owls and stuff. That's way harder to collect for me.
So what does it mean, like 52? What does that mean?
52 issues.
Oh, okay.
So New 52 was the wave that they did before Rebirth. You know what I'm saying? Which is kind of like Dawn of DC that's coming very soon, guys. Stay tuned for that. You know what I'm saying? You guys can pick those up at Impulse Creations for, and if you get a subscription, it's 50% or whatever.
30%
off. Yeah. You guys know what we do. But anyway, so that's, what was it? What were we talking about?
The New 52?
New 52 is like that. It was a new start to their story, and they ran it for some time, and then they ended that universe and restarted with Rebirth and so on and so forth, and that's kind of how that works. And now they're doing Dawn of DC. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's how that works out. I forgot what I was talking about with that though, but anyway.
No, just collect. Now you're collecting that new issue with the Court of Owls.
Yeah, I'm trying to finish collecting New 52, but yeah, I just like collecting issue by issue. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, Jules has let me rant and rave about figures and collecting toys and stuff. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to move on to the comic book reviews. You know what I'm saying? So I brought, like I said, a couple books today. One is a new issue, Miles Morales Spider-Man. I thoroughly enjoyed. The other one, though, is a comic that I kind of want to plug. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fan of this comic. It's an independent comic book. We'll start with that. It's an independent comic book written by my homie Nigel Lynch out in Barbados.
Oh, yeah.
I've told you about this, correct?
Mm-hmm.
So, first things first, the art, you know what I'm saying, to this book is just so
beautiful.
Gorgeous. So gorgeous for me. Juan Carlos Francisco is who did the art, man. But it's called The Diary of the Stray Dogs, The Wounded. And it's about this lady out in Barbados, man. They live in like a cyberpunky world. You know what I'm saying? And she's kind of a badass. She's kind of not necessarily, she's a mercenary, if you will. Some shit happens to where her boyfriend's murdered, you know what I'm saying? And she has to, you know what I'm saying, fight a bunch of guys. Anyway, she ends up going back to Barbados. She was living somewhere else. She ends up going back to Barbados. I'm slaughtering, you know what I'm saying, the review of it. I haven't read it in some time, but I wanted to plug it up. It's a really good read. And now in issue 2, supposedly, she's building a team of mercenaries and they're going to go kick some ass. So it's going to be really good. The art in this is so gorgeous. It's so bright, so vibrant.
Is that open?
Yeah. Take a look, man. Take a look. Feel free to show some pages. But you guys definitely check that out, man. We should be displaying it in Impulse very soon, as well as the Comic Book Empire, as far as I know. So you guys will be able to pick up your own issues. But like I said, it's from the homie out in Barbados, man. He definitely deserves a plug. It's such a beautiful book. I'm really excited for issue number 2. Yeah, take a look at the art. It reminds me of like Image comic books, you know what I'm saying, type art style. If you want to show a little bit to the camera. So good. You know what I'm saying? I like it a lot. There's a sex scene in there. Don't show that to the camera. Yeah, I just don't want to get banned on YouTube.
Oh, I'm gonna need me a copy of this, man.
My man. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on. Why, Jules?
I'm lonely, man.
Let him do his thing. Spider-Man Miles Morales. I read this last night. Issue number 3. Really enjoyed it. There's an introduction I got to open up to refresh my memory because you guys see how well I reviewed that one. That was trash. But the book is great. Check it out. Issue number 3 went really well. It starts off with a character kind of giving her background story. Now, this is a character I've never heard of.
Okay.
Never seen until this book. It starts off with her kind of giving her origin story, her background, and she's Indian. You know what I'm saying? And her family's Indian, obviously, because she's Indian. So in this story, they kind of have she has a rough upbringing, but she's like super like good at technology and stuff. So she's working really hard to get into school, this and that. She's trying out like at different job places, showing them that she can work with technology really well and stuff like that, man. And nobody's picking her up. Nobody wants to work with her. Nobody wants to use her. And so she's about to give up. She gets home. Her father shows her a letter, and it's a letter for her college. You know what I mean? Like, hey, you have a chance to come here and mess with technology or whatever. I don't remember what the technology is, guys. But anyway, so in order for her to get into school, she has to win like a lottery type thing. So like what they do is they take each student's name and put them down on a number, like a ball number thing. Like, you know, where you do like this, guys. I hope you guys know, like bingo. And anyway, so she was number 41. Miles Moralis was number 42. And they spin and Miles wins to get into college. Also, didn't know Miles was in college these days in the comics. I have not read Miles in a long time. Last I checked, he was a kid in high school. So, congratulations, kid. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah. Miles won. So she feels like her whole opportunity's been ripped from her. And she's felt like that her whole life. She feels like she hasn't had opportunity. So, pause on that part of the story. We're going to take a break. It tunes into Miles after you get that whole origin story. It tunes into Miles and Misty Knight. Don't know if you guys know Misty Knight. She's a really dope character. Got a robotic arm. You may know her from Luke Cage or the Defenders TV show. Check out all those shows on Disney Plus. Used to be on Netflix. But you may know her from there. But I've not got to see her in the comics, so it was cool to get an appearance from her. They were fighting Scorpion, just acting out, having a good old time. Sorry about that. Anyway, cue back in villain. They finish fighting Scorpion. Miles gets a call from his best friend Genki. Are you familiar with Genki? Genki's Miles Morales' man in the chair. You know what I'm saying? He's his oracle, if you will. His guy in the headpiece.
I feel you.
So he gets a call from Genki, like, yo, I need your help, blah, blah, blah. He goes, as one would for his friend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He gets there, it wasn't really Genki. It was this chick, and this chick's name, here she is on the cover, right here. Ladies and gentlemen, like I said, issue 3. I don't know how well you guys can see these comics when we do this. What I need to do is find a way to just put it on the screen with a little piece. But her name is The Rabble, I think, because that's what it says. But anyway, she was really dope. It was a really dope issue. But it ended with them linking. Like, Miles like, who are you?
You think it's the Indian girl?
I know it is, because here she is in the beginning. She has somebody, that's another thing. She has somebody Miles really cares about captured right here in the beginning of the book. Dope art. Look at this art. That's Misty Knight and Miles and Scorpion fighting. Really cool, guys. Really cool panel. I love when they do like panels that cross over the whole 2 pages. Those are always fun. Always a good time when that happens. So those are my 2 issues. Like I said, guys, I do want to double take and tell you guys again, man, stay on the watch for the Diary of Stray Dogs, The Wounded. There should be a website up soon where you guys can go support these independent creators. You know what I mean? Really good book, amazing art, amazing writing. It's from the Caribbean, man. Come on. You know what I'm saying? My boy's all the way out in Barbados cooking. Shout out to homie Nigel Lynch, man. Really good guy. We talk personally and things, really sweet. Looking to do a Zoom interview for our show with him coming soon. We're going to talk about that, though. You know what I'm saying? We'll do business. We'll talk business later. Anyway, guys, check this out. The Diary of Stray Dogs, The Wounded. Again, Nigel, sorry for the horrible review, brother. That was on me. I haven't read it a few days. Yeah, bro. I actually have an issue with me if you want to check one out.
Perfect.
We'll talk. But anyway, so definitely check that out. Miles Morales, issue number 3 was great. So, ladies and gentlemen, before I get into my special books, you know what I'm saying? I want to go ahead and let Jules get into his review thing. Talk his shit, man. Talk his mess.
Yeah, so I've kind of been busy today, so I wasn't able to bring any, but I would like to talk about the Joker War.
I know you've been reading.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I've been reading a lot. But getting into the Joker War, of course, I finished Batman book 94.
Nice.
And 95 through 100 goes into the Joker War. And
this is an older book, right?
Yeah, I believe so, yeah.
Yeah, I thought so.
So, It starts off. Batman, he took control of Bruce's, not Batman. So he knows Bruce's Batman. Took over.
Joker knows.
Took his money and all his assets. So now there's a whole bunch of clowns just running the streets, killing people. It's causing the mayhem, and Batman is still messed up on that toxin that was introduced into his body via Punchline. Yeah, she's out here fucking shit up already.
This is the series you were telling me about where Punchline's introduced her
Yep.
first time.
Yeah. So 92 is when she was introduced fully, and now she has a big part in this new war. But he's trying to struggle with that. Of course, seeing hallucinations and all this other shit. He's bleeding out, broke ribs, all that fun shit. It goes in with. He actually needs to be saved because he passed out somewhere. Some shit happened, and Harley Quinn actually saves him and takes him into the Garden of Eden, which Poison Ivy created. But if you remember last week, I believe I talked about it. Punchline actually slit Harley's throat, and then this,
You did.
So this whole this story right here, I thought was really cool because how it this is such a Harley thing to witness, and so she has like a inner conscious or some shit like that. And what it does is kind of telling her to give up, everything negative that you can say to a person, it is saying,
inner voice.
Right. But I noticed it started to strengthen her because now she is looking back at different parts in her life that formed her into the woman that she was, and that hurt and that strength gave her the willpower to survive. Of course, you have a gash in your neck, so she somehow found. I think it was like a guitar string or some shit like that, and sewed her own neck back together.
That's crazy.
Yeah, after you guys pick up the graphic novel because how it went back to like a flashback to when she was a child, and then went back into when she was an adult, going through the alleyway, bleeding to death and shit. And I thought that was really cool, and yeah, so it's now Batman trying to. I think now he's trying to find Catwoman because she was taken, or no, she actually, she was taken by Penguin. Penguin and the other villains are like hiding underground because either they're afraid of Joker or they're trying to not get caught in the gas. So they're trying to gas the whole fucking Gotham like they did in, was it Arkham Knight? How they did in Arkham Knight, they're trying to do that, but this toxin is like 10 times more potent.
I want to say I love how the Joker has the ability to run all the villains out of the town. You know what I mean? He has that power. Cats be scared of that man.
You can't scare somebody who's willing to die happily. What can you do with that?
And he does die happily. He's always laughing.
Yeah, you can't do nothing about that. And Punchline, I feel like gives him an extra sense of like, I don't know. I think it boosts his morale a little bit. Not morale. I think morale's a good thing, right? Okay, boosts his ego in a sense because when he first took Batman's money, he remember I talked about this last week. He told Punchline, like, tell me. She was like, you're $100 billion richer. And then it goes into him. He was like, I wasn't for the one for flashy things. I used to, burn money, blah, blah, blah. But now that I have it, this shit's addicting.
He's stupid, man.
And it's him next to a pool, no shirt on, like either pants or shorts or whatever, just having a good time. Abs and shit. I'm like, okay. He's doing his thing. And now they introduced this masked villain, and we don't know who it is. He calls himself the Clown Killer because keep in mind there's clowns everywhere.
So it's relevant to him.
Yeah, it's relevant to him, and he's just out here killing people. And they were on this dock or whatever, Joker's men and Punchline, and he was telling them, they were telling her that there's this guy that's killing people before they get to their destination. And she was like, all right, if you're afraid of him, then go around. But remember who you're more afraid of, him or Joker. And they were like, You know what? We will go the other way. Mm-hmm. Nobody's fucking with Joker at this point in time. And then what was cool is just seeing Batman literally have nothing. Like Lucius, he got taken over. He actually had to be saved. Mm-hmm. He got taken over by the Joker toxin and everything, and he was the one that.
I feel like I may have read this, to be honest, man.
You probably have. I mean, it was really. It's a really interesting story. But yeah, he's the one who gave Joker unwillingly all the codes and shit to the Batmobile and everything. And I believe Alfred's dead. Alfred's dead in almost every fucking Batman book that I'm reading for some reason. But yeah, Alfred's dead, and now he's like in Bruce's mind. Like,
this isn't too much though. This is current, I think. I think this book is current.
Really?
Yeah, keep going.
Probably. I don't know. I really enjoyed it because, again, finding out who Punchline is, I wanted to get to know who she was, and then it brought me to Batman 92, and then introduced me to the Joker War, and of course I got some Joker stuff. So,
for those of you at home, for those of them at home that don't know who Punchline is,
yeah,
talk to them about tell them who Punchline is. What is her purpose? Who is she?
Yeah.
Where does she go?
So, I don't know her origin because it doesn't start with her origin. There's a graphic novel that has her origin and then a whole bunch of Joker. You remember the Joker that I picked up, the comic book, The Joker? So it has like that full issue and then her backstory and everything. But being introduced into 92, her and Harley and Catwoman, they were at the same place at the same time at the broker's place. Okay. And basically she just introduced, or the broker introduced to her, Harley. That's Joker's new girlfriend, basically. So it's his new partner in crime.
Punchline is.
Yeah, Punchline is, and she's more savage than Harley. I think.
You think so?
Yeah, for sure.
I haven't got to do much research on Punchline, but I'm definitely gonna have to check out. I will say, ladies and gentlemen listening at home, I am Harley Quinn biased. It seems as if my boy Jules is all about the Punchline.
All I'm saying is when they first met, Punchline put the paws on her. That's all I
Does
know. Joker
treat her better?
I think so. Yeah.
He not beating her up and stuff?
No, come on now. She ain't playing that. But let me not speak too soon because we never know Joker.
I just think, how crazy is that, right? Like, he's abusive as can be to this other girl, emotionally, physically. And then he gets with Punch. Like, how much of a stab in the back, a spit in the face is that to Harley?
Well, and that's hold on, let me get into that. But with this, how he treats her better. He was like, I'm gonna take over something, blah blah blah. Oh no, I think he was talking to Batman, and he was like, Batman, what am I gonna do without you? Like, I need you, type shit, or something like that. And Punchline was like, I'm getting jealous, and like elbowed him. And he was like, what if I just buy you a whole block and let you kill everybody there? She was like, okay, I feel better. So he cares about her. He cares about her opinion, as of right now, and they're all hugged up and everything.
Right now,
but I think with Harley, he didn't, like, of course she would do everything for him, but I don't think she had her own sense of being herself. Like Punchline, I feel like she takes orders, of course, but she can also take charge and do what she needs to do.
So I will say, I love that you said that. I do feel like through quite a bit of Harley's career, her identity is the Joker. You know, and she doesn't have her own identity.
That's why I love Birds of Prey.
Exactly. She eventually does break off and becomes her own person. You know, which I love the development of Harley Quinn and stuff. But in the beginning, you are very correct, man. She's often outshadowed by the Joker. So
yeah, but yeah, I mean that's what I've been reading. I read the Joker, the Man Who Stopped Laughing, issue 4. That was pretty good.
I think.
I read number 3 last week, and then number 4. This was kind of fucked up, but I'm not gonna take up all your guys' time with this. But
Fuck my
Joker, he how does he get here? somehow I forgot how he got. Oh, okay. This is the thing. So he goes into a hospital because, of course, he got into a fight with Red Hood.
Tough.
When remember last week I was talking about he was at Harley's place, spilling his fillings and all this shit, and he thinks Harley poisoned him because he don't understand what's going on with him. Like he's more sentimental. He's not really. Yeah. Just a lot of shit's happening, and now, like, he has like bullet wounds and shit, and he has a hole in his head because he got shot. But anyway, Red Hood finds him, tries to kill him, and Red Hood backs him up onto Harley's balcony, and he was like, "Red Hood, you really gonna kill me in front of your dad?" Like talking about Batman, and he looked up, and Joker was like, "There's my chance," so jumped off the balcony into like some water or some shit, and then they ended up finding him.
Joker real life funny, man.
Okay.
He really be cracking me up with some of his antics.
Right? Either they found him or somehow he got into a children's hospital, and they have cancer. So just the way he's talking to those children is crazy. But he gets a doctor hostage and was like, fix me type shit. She poisoned me, all this extra shit. But anyway, it's just him trying to stay low key, and he goes into this place with all these cancer children. And
cancer children is crazy.
Yeah, and at the end, he was like, "Ask your parents for a dog. They won't say no to dying children." I'm like, golly. But yeah, it's him now trying to escape. He's dressed into either a doctor or a police officer costume, and he's trying to escape.
He's crazy. I love the Joker. He be cracking me up, man.
Well, I'm starting to get into him.
Watching the animated movies, that's one thing me and my wife have been appreciating lately is more and more Joker dialogue. Just some of the things he says is just fire, my boy, fire. Yeah. We ain't gonna get this. Never mind. That's what's up. So that's what you've been reading? Yep. Nice.
Yeah. And of course, in the Joker War graphic novel, they have like different tie-ins. So, I don't really remember those. I'll just stick to the main storyline.
That's all right. Because,
I mean, it ties into them, like how the other people got there, but it's not really that important.
For sure.
But, I mean, that's it with me, man. It's been chilling. I finished Aqualad, the comic. It was good. I enjoy his character. We'll talk about this later, but I just wish it was a little different, but I enjoy his character.
I will say, I'm a big Aqualad fan.
Yeah, me too, man.
He's a solid character. Where me and Jules first got kind of on Aqualad, if you will, is watching Young Justice.
Well, Young Justice is dope.
It really is.
Who's your favorite character?
Dick Grayson, man. Robin,
really?
Nightwing. But nah, I don't care for Connor. Connor annoying. He boring to me. Superman, Superboy. I don't give a damn about him. I never have liked that character, but whatever. I also feel the same way about Superman. Get out of here, Superman.
Really? Yeah, I don't like Superman like that. I feel like somebody that strong shouldn't be alive.
Yeah.
Is that a weird thing to say?
Bruce Wayne feels the same way.
Because like we'll get into Batman versus Superman, the World's Finest at the very end, but just how easily it is for Superman to get controlled and how strong he can be once said thing happens is catastrophic.
It's tough. I like some things about Superman. Don't get me wrong, but sometimes he just bored me. Connor Kent got an attitude for no reason, so I be wanting to slap him.
Well, he's a test tube. He's a test tube baby.
Right.
Yeah, I'd be upset.
If I slapped him, I don't think he'd feel it.
Hell no. He'd be like...
I like Wally West.
Just looking away.
Kid Flash. He's funny.
Straight gangster.
I don't trust Arrow Girl. I don't know her name.
No, because she's fucking mysterious.
She a snake, bro.
And I like how he's not Speedy now. He's
Archer. Red Arrow.
Red Arrow.
Is that what he goes by now?
Yellow Arrow.
I think he goes by the Archer.
The Archer.
Something. Arsenal.
No, Arsenal's the red one, I think.
He is red.
He's red. Anyway.
What are you talking about? Who are we talking about?
No, I'm talking about Speedy. He turned into a different character. Isn't it Arsenal?
Speedy Green Arrow's sidekick, right?
Yeah, but now he's not. Remember?
Now he's like Arsenal or something.
Okay.
Isn't he?
I thought it was It don't matter. Anyway, I like his character because, of course,
Or is
he
Red
knows.
Arrow? Wait, you're...
Look at you. Have your phone.
It's Red Arrow, I think. Y'all don't judge us. Continue though.
Yeah,
he's fired now.
Yeah, because did you watch Arrow, the TV show, the live action?
I watched some of it.
Gangster. Well, but I think his sister ends up becoming Arsenal. Oh yeah,
of those shows.
Yeah, that and The Flash. I was hooked on those. I stopped watching it for a while, but I was hooked.
My thing. Go ahead. You finish, then I'll
Anyway,
pick on you a little bit.
Felicity from Green Arrow. She was my wife for years in my head. Just
nice.
such a beautiful lady.
Diana is my
really
Diana Wonder Woman. You know what I'm saying?
The new
Diana
one?
Prince. Yeah, Gal Gadot. Just Wonder Woman in general, but Gal Gadot was my wife until in the first movie she slept with Steve Trevor, and then I was pissed. I was so mad. I was like, how could you fucking do this? You know what I mean? Like,
wrote her a letter. I'm getting a divorce.
Right, it's over. She's like, who the fuck is that? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, who is this guy?
Man, I can't wait till we get that famous. Till we just have like fans. That's gonna be dope.
I was heartbroken, Jules.
I don't want to be mega famous, but I want to walk in the place and be like, you're that guy from something.
It'd be a good time. I'd like to be known for comic books. You know what I mean? People are like, oh, you're the guy that talks about comics all day. Anyway, yeah, Young Justice is great though. I like what's her name? Lady Martian Manhunter.
Yeah,
Megan.
she's pretty dope. I hate that she says, "Come on, Megan," or something. That
corny,
is so
bro.
stupid.
I guess I got beef with some of them. You know what I mean? But I like them all.
Damien, and that's Damien, right? Yeah, I like.
No, that's Dick.
Young Justice.
Mm-hmm.
That's Damien.
Are you sure?
I'm positive.
That's Dick, man.
No, because he has Robin keep his stuff on for like identity
That's
stuff.
Dick Grayson. I'm telling you, we'll look it up after the show and we'll talk about it next episode. But I'm pretty confident.
Oh, I wanted to apologize to everyone. I could be wrong, so let me go ahead and send this apology to everyone. So I think it was episode 1 or episode 2. We were talking about the Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Episode 1.
He does not have the super soldier serum. He's just a gangster.
I knew it. I
looked it up. I was like, man, I gotta apologize, but that takes a real man, I guess, or a wrong man.
We're gonna look it up about the Robin after this. I'm pretty confident it's Dick Grayson.
Yeah, because Batman has a son, and now Superman has a son.
The one in Young Justice is Dick, not Dick.
Oh, that's crazy. How am I messing this up?
We'll look it up. I
All right.
literally forgot half the team's name just now. So, all right. So I don't know how we even got onto that conversation about but shout out Young Justice. It really is good. Aqualad. Shout out to Aqualad.
Shout out to him.
It really is a good show, man.
And his activities.
He out here living. All right, y'all. So I did bring two very special books for me. I got 3, but one I'll mention it. But it's for Jules to take home and read. I really want to know what he thinks about it. I'll do it on the show, I guess. Okay, so book 1, ladies and gentlemen, is called The Preacher by Garth Ennis and Steve Dillon. This is one of my favorite stories of all time, like all time, Jules. You know what I'm saying? Kidding. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm moving around and stuff.
No, I'm excited.
This is a story about a preacher who has a past.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And he's kind of at his wit's end with, religion and things like that. And he's from Texas. Texas is very important to this man, being from Texas. He smokes Marlboro Reds. He's a American kind of character. And anyway, man, he has this curiosity as to why God has allowed bad stuff to happen in the world. And he's like, I think he should answer that. I think he should own up to that. Like, why you think this is okay? So his whole thing is as a Texan would, I'm going to find God and I'm going to make him answer these questions. And if he doesn't, I'm going to kick his ass. You know what I'm saying? That's his whole vibe. But these angels come down or some crazy shit. I don't remember. I read it in some time. He ends up getting this ability called the voice of God. And it's where he can say something and you're going to do it. So he'll be like, fuck yourself, right? And go fuck yourself. He did this in a panel, one of the beginning panels with this cop. He says, go fuck yourself. And the cop fucking turns around, rips off his dick, and starts trying to fuck him. So, like, it's crazy. That's one thing I love about this book, though. It's so fucking raw, brutal.
Yeah.
Like, just, it's worth, you need to read this as
and
well.
It's independent?
This was done by Vertigo Comic Books.
Okay.
Yeah, way back. I think this is actually a book from the 90s. But I'm a huge fan, man. I love it so much. And then it always makes me think of King of the Hill. I don't know if you guys have seen King of the Hill, but there's always this TV show they're watching on King of the Hill with a preacher.
Okay.
Have you
I haven't watched King of the Hill.
What? Anyway, you guys check out The Preacher. Literally my favorite, one of my favorite comic books. Now, my favorite comic book of all time, ladies and gentlemen, the best version of Batman, the be-all, end-all. It is called... Oh, did I show you guys the cover of Preacher? Okay. These action figures are getting in the way. All right, ladies and gentlemen, Preacher. Check that out. Amazing book. Jules, you got to read this. I might send this home with you as well.
Perfect.
But you got to read it.
Well, of course.
I know you will.
That's all I do. Smoke weed and read comic books.
All right, ladies and gentlemen. Batman, The Dark Knight Returns. Now, if anybody knows me, you'll hear me reference this book constantly.
Okay.
In discussions of Batman and things. I mean, have you not heard me reference this book? Am I a liar now?
I'm high most of the time I'm with you, so I don't remember.
He doesn't remember our conversations. That's what that means. Okay, thanks. You're a great friend. Batman, The Dark Knight Returns, written by Frank Miller. You know what I'm saying? I put respect on Frank Miller's name when I talk about him because of the great work he's done with this book, with Sin City, with many other books. You know what I'm saying? He brings that dark, gritty. That's what I look for in comics, guys, is that reality. If my heroes don't smoke 10 packs of cigarettes, drink booze to
he says
down
he don't
their
trust
depression,
them. He don't trust them.
They're not real characters.
They're not.
Okay. Now this Dark Knight Returns is about Batman coming out of retirement after 10 years. He's about 50 years old.
Shit.
Yeah.
So does it explain why he took that 10-year hiatus?
I don't think so. He was just done. Him and Gordon.
Oh, so he still had the Bat family protecting Gotham.
Yeah, they do their own thing.
Oh, okay. I thought there was just like peace in Gotham at one point.
They're not in this, though.
Okay.
There is a new Robin in this. The very first female Robin. Her name is Carrie Kelly. Really dope character. But in this, he comes back just because it's time. You know, there's this gang called the Mutants that have overran Gotham. You know what I'm saying? All of the villains have kind of quit. Two-Face gets plastic surgery. He comes back normal, or so he thinks. But whenever they reveal his face, he still believes that he looks. But now he believes both sides are messed up. It's really dark. He was like, you know what I'm saying? Oh, there's a beautiful line. Hold on.
A little bit funny as shit. They gave him a half black face.
You gotta read these, man. You gotta definitely read them. Anyway, Batman comes back though, guys, and right here it is. Oh, it's so good. It's so good.
There's like an older comic, like the way the design is. No?
Yeah, no, it's old.
Okay,
it's older. Yeah, you guys gotta check out Dark Knight Returns. What was I saying? It's about Batman coming out of retirement after 10 years. He's slower. He's older. So he has to move differently. You know what I'm saying? He has to fight differently. It's just a whole nother vibe. Dark Knight Returns is my favorite Batman comic book. It's the big symbol on the chest Batman, guys. You guys got to check this guy out. Like I said, my favorite. Jules, you need to read these. That's it for comic books for me for today. Yeah. I forgot what the hell I was talking about with the Dark Knight, but read these books. They're great. Ladies and gentlemen, I don't know if you guys know, but James Gunn has recently went live on the DC YouTube and revealed his entire movie slate coming for the future. So we now know what our future in the DC extended movie universe is looking like. I don't know. You got a chance to take a look, right?
Yeah, I looked at the timeline of everything. If you just want to tell them which ones go first, and tell me which movie or TV show you're looking forward to the most.
So as far as what goes first, I don't know if I'm going to be able to do that offhand, but I'll tell you guys just kind of what you get to look forward to. So, ladies and gentlemen, we got Superman Legacy coming. Predicted release date July 11th. The Legacy, Superman Legacy will follow Kal-El as he recounts his extraterrestrial origins with his human family and upbringing. You know what I'm saying? Kind of sounds like a reboot of Man of Steel, but I'm still excited for it.
Yeah, I don't know if it's in there, but so in Metropolis, there's already superheroes, so it's going to be him dealing with that as well. Cool. Yeah, alongside. I wrote my fucking notes. I think they're in my book in the car. I just grabbed this one.
Okay.
Of course, I was all over the place today, but yeah, there's other superheroes already in Metropolis.
That's really cool. I didn't know that. I wonder who they'll use in Metropolis. Who else would be out there? Obviously, it won't be played as Henry Cavill. If you guys don't know, the word is out. Henry Cavill's not Superman any longer.
Is that the guy
that played Superman
in the movie or TV show?
Movie.
Okay, I didn't like him anyway.
I liked him. He looked like Superman. He was my Superman, but that's okay. I have a positive outlook on all of this change in DC, man, because I just feel like it's a new opportunity for new actors, for new storylines. It doesn't scare me at all. We've got The Authority, which I don't know a lot about, but I do have some notes, so I'm going to fill you guys in. I'm going to fill you in. The Authority. This superhero ensemble dates to a 1999 comic book series published under DC's Wildstorm imprint. The Authority is a group of 7 heroes with very high concept superpowers. One, Jack Hawksmoor, is physically bonded to cities, drawing his strength from them. It will be the first appearance of Wildstorm canon in the DC universe. So that's pretty cool. So basically a team of guys that I don't know, but
yeah, and
James Gunn is so good at taking a group of comic book characters that nobody knows and turning them into one of the biggest things ever. Guardians of the Galaxy to reference. You know what I mean?
I think they're going to be like you said, new introduced. But I think if I remember correctly, the Weasel is in that. Yeah, Weasel is in.
That'll be cool.
Yeah, so we already saw him, of course, in Suicide Squad. Everybody thought he was dead, but he was alive. So maybe they'll tie in Suicide Squad with them as well. But if I'm thinking correctly, that's The Authority is what he is on.
I think you're right. What does the Weasel do?
We don't know.
Okay,
nobody knows yet.
All right.
He died on the beach, supposedly. So we don't know what he does.
We have Supergirl, Woman of Tomorrow.
That one's going to be good.
DC Studios says this picture, based on Tom King's award-winning comic stories, presents a Supergirl viewers are not used to seeing. Truthfully, they're not used to seeing Supergirl on a big screen at all. Her only theatrical appearance so far is 1984 Supergirl, starring Helen Slater as Kara Zor-El and Faye Dunaway as her nemesis. So I'm excited about it. Why are you excited about it?
Yeah, so this is going to be placed on Krypton, and
which we've never seen
right
on a show.
So she was raised with death and destruction. So I think it's going to take place after Krypton was taken over. I don't think it's going to be destroyed. I think it's going to be taken over.
Okay, and
then she's going to somehow get her powers, and I think. She's gonna be darker, so she's not gonna pull punches like that. It's gonna be a good time.
That sounds really good. We need a dark Superman, so a dark Supergirl is just as great. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but I mean, and that's also a good thing because you can't be dark Superman on Earth. There's humans. Like you'll punch a hole through somebody. So I think it was nice seeing.
For me, the darkness just adds depth to a character, though, and that's what Superman lacks sometimes for me, is the depth. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Swamp Thing, and the cool thing about this is it's supposed to be a horror film, and that excites the hell out of me. A horror film in the DC universe, a Swamp Thing horror film. So I'm a fan of like old monster movies and things like that, and that's exactly what Swamp Thing is.
In like a Goosebumps type of character,
or like Dracula, Frankenstein, you know, the werewolf stuff. You know what I mean? All kinds of stuff like that.
Speaking of Frankenstein, I think I think along with Weasel, it's going to be Frankenstein and Bride of Frankenstein as well.
I don't know how I feel about that.
What?
How do you feel about it? You hyped for
Gangster.
that? Okay, I'm on board. If Jules on board, ladies and gentlemen, I'm on board.
Yeah, I'm going to check my notes again, but it was them two that stood out. Them two and the Weasel.
So we have Amanda Waller's getting her own TV show. The person that runs Suicide Squad. It's going to be called Waller. If Creature Commandos wasn't enough, this series dedicated to Amanda Waller, starring Viola Davis as the lead role. You know what I'm saying? DC says the show will feature Team Peacemaker and is written by Watchmen's Crystal Henry and Supernatural's Jeremy Carver. So that's really cool that Peacemaker, I don't know if you've got to watch Peacemaker yet.
I love it.
I haven't watched it. Shout out John Cena. You can't see me. You know what I'm saying? It's cool to see that that's going to continue because a lot of the other stuff in the DC universe is dying. I should go ahead and plug up the fact that we're still getting Shazam 2.
Okay.
As well as the whole reset for the new universe is going to be the Flash movie that we didn't think we were going to get. But they're making Flash still.
I hope it's not that same Flash character.
It is the same Flash.
I don't like him, man.
It's all right. He's going to restart the universe. Don't even worry, man.
Fresh out of rehab, the Flash.
People make poor life
I'm not
choices.
talking. I'm not making fun of people who have substance abuse.
Thanks, Jules. Thanks.
Just want to throw that out there. But anyway, I'm also so that's not going to be a it's not going to be a backstory. They'll probably tie in the backstory with Amanda, but they said it's going to be in between Peacemaker season 1 and Peacemaker season 2.
So I need to watch Peacemaker.
Yeah, it's pretty gangster. There's this part where so Amanda's daughter is a lesbian, and she was going through her slideshow or whatever, and had her wife's nudes, and what John Cena said cracked me up.
I'm gonna have to check it out. I'm gonna watch the show, man. I'm gonna watch
it. Was a nice look. Anyway,
hungry Howard. I'm starving.
I am hungry.
Is Amanda Waller in Peacemaker?
Yeah.
I'm watching. I'm starting it tonight. So yeah, we're getting Amanda Waller's TV show. It's called Waller. Stay tuned for that. We're getting Booster Gold. Yep. I know a lot of people are excited about Booster Gold. I don't know a lot about Booster Gold.
So Booster Gold is a character from the future who uses his technology to go into the past and trick people to believe he's a superhero.
That's cool. So is he like a bad guy or good
guy?
No,
he's just a nerd probably who wants to be a superhero. Yeah,
accepted.
Yeah,
I respect that. I'm excited for this. We're getting a Lanterns film.
Yep.
The Green Lantern Corps have been the galaxy's foremost law enforcement agency since 1959, making Hal Jordan the Silver Age Green Lantern, and Jon Stewart first appearance 1971.
Damn.
Perfect for a buddy cop team-up movie. DC Studios said it will be an enormous TV event series. Oh, so it's a TV show.
That's going to be gangster.
TV show.
See, okay, so that's the thing between movies and TV shows. I don't believe the TV shows will be as not gruesome, but as like.
Here's the thing, though. Is we have a new person in charge.
Okay, so is that gonna?
James Gunn might make this all work.
Okay.
You know what I mean? It's a lot of weight to put on a guy's shoulders, but he may
just
bring the one.
Give me some blood, man. Just give me some blood. Can you put blood on TV shows?
Can they just smoke 10 packs of cigarettes a day? That's all I want.
I need to get this off my chest. I don't like Hal Jordan. This nigga keeps getting taken over by everybody.
I rocks with Hal.
DC versus vampires. Got to turn into a vampire.
He said, I need to just get this off my chest, man.
We're about to get into it, but Batman, Superman, world's finest. Got controlled by the devil. Like I'm starting not to like him.
I like Hal, man.
I mean, shout out to the Black Green Lantern. I don't know a lot about him, but I feel like he wouldn't get
like
taken
Jon
over.
Stewart too.
We're not going to be oppressed anymore.
You know Martian Manhunter's black. John Johns, he's a black man. When he turns into a human, he chose a black man.
Of course.
He said, "Of course, boy. Give me some milk in it."
Sorry, it's probably human appendix. Pause.
This
I'm
is
sorry.
Cass and Jules outside of the podcast, guys. We're getting Paradise Lost. It's set in Themyscira, so you know this show will touch on Wonder Woman's history and character arc. It's not clear if she will star in it, though. This drama focuses on the genesis and political intrigue of an island of all women.
Yeah. So how it was explained in the video that I watched, it's going to be like a Game of Thrones type of
Did you watch the same video as me?
Probably. With the white dude?
I don't remember what color the person was.
Oh, I do.
I just don't remember.
No, it was a guy, and he had like the timeline bar and the different. Yeah, we probably watched the same one.
I feel like I may have DM'd it.
Probably. No, I sent. It don't matter. It don't matter. We learning.
We could.
Oh, make sure you don't drop that.
Oh, good looking. Good looking. Almost spilled my drink, ladies and gentlemen. Continue, man.
Oh no, that's it. That's it. The Game of Thrones type of style is going to be really cool, and I think it will be before Wonder Woman. Hopefully, they introduce Nubia. I'm still.
I think Nubia will be a really cool to bring into the world, especially if they're doing the mascara and they don't want to show us Diana Prince. Give us Nubia.
All I'm saying, if they do a Nubia, what's her name? Oh my goodness, how did I forget her name? Angela Bassett should be Nubia.
Talk.
She's just fine. She's like 50. She's like 50 something, and I would
What's she in, man?
She's in 911. She's in.
I don't know what that is.
It's a. I think it's called 911, but it's about firefighters. She's a firefighter.
Okay.
But that's all I know she in. I just know Angela Bassett fine.
Shout out Angela Bassett, man. Now, this is the one, kids, that I am most excited about. Okay. Last but not least, all right? And I don't know if I covered all of them on the list, but I wanted to get to this so we can get to what Jules has.
Yeah, because I got to pee.
Can you guess which one I'm most excited about?
No.
Ladies and gentlemen, Batman, the Brave and the Bold. And now, so this one is going to have Damian Wayne in it as a Robin. Man. So that means the big thing for me that I've had a beef with Batman movies for a really long time is we never get Robin. They just have left Robin alone. So now we're finally getting Damian Wayne. Let me read my notes. The Brave and the Bold is a Silver Age DC Comics title shot for about 15 years, 1967 to 1983, starred Batman and Robin in crossover stories with other DC characters. It was also the title of a 3-season Batman animated series airing on Cartoon Network from 2008 to 2011. We need to peep that.
Yeah.
DC Studios news release says the DCU will introduce the Batman and Robin in the unusual father-son story inspired by Grant Morrison's comic series. This series was inspired by the animated show. So what I know, like I said, is they're bringing in Damian Wayne. My only concern is that they want to do it as a younger Batman, right? So, meaning whenever Batman finally runs into Damian in his life, he's older. He's near the end of it. He's been doing this shit for like a while now, right? If they bring Damian in with a young Batman, that means there's a chance that Dick Grayson didn't exist. There's a chance that we don't get a Red Hood. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, there's no Tim Drake. You're cheating us out of these other Robins, James Gunn.
Yeah. I mean, it just could be a different Earth. You know how they have multiverse?
Trash. That'd be trash.
Well, because Damian's only 9 or 12.
Yeah.
So I mean, he's probably significantly younger than probably Dark Knight Returns, but probably not that young.
But in this film,
because I mean, he was probably like 30 something when he probably met him.
Right.
And then Robin came after the first. Like Dick came after a couple years of Batman being Batman.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it could still work.
I hope it does. Do not get rid of Dick Grayson. Or do not get rid of Jason Todd.
Or what would be dope if Batman finds out about Damian at a younger age, and it's that Batman and another Robin.
I can't stand for that. Dick Grayson is the first Robin.
I'm not saying that. All I'm saying is if Talia tells Batman about Damian way before he's old enough.
Talia, ho.
Imagine what that was like. A League of Assassins just getting down.
I hate Talia now. Jules, continue. Tell us about your stuff, man. That's the new DC slate. James Gunn just dropped. You guys can find all kinds of stuff on YouTube if you want more information, man. But yeah, coming soon, man. We got some good movies, thankfully.
We can talk about this next week. I kind of want to end on The Last of Us Part 3.
Oh yeah.
So let's hold this because we're not even into. So we're getting into the Lazarus Planet and everything following that, but I wrote down some notes from Batman and Superman World Finest. We're not going to get into it today because we haven't got any Lazarus Planet or Batman vs Superman. But The Last of Us 3 dropped.
Episode 3.
Episode 3 dropped, yesterday or 2 days ago?
It dropped last Sunday.
Yeah. shit.
So a new episode's coming out tomorrow.
Okay. Well, wow, I was way behind.
Which you gotta watch. Yeah.
No, I already watched number 3.
You did. So now all you gotta do is watch number 4. But
I thought it just came out.
Nah, it dropped Sunday.
Whew. Well,
they drop every Sunday on HBO Max.
So basically, we got a new perspective in this movie, and it is these two gentlemen.
TV show.
Yeah, what'd I say?
Movie.
My bad.
I got you
TV
back.
show. Shit, they're long like a movie. Or an
They
hour
are
or something.
54 minutes to an hour,
Whew.
yes, sir.
But anyway, we get a new perspective on these two gentlemen living in a secluded little area, town. What would you?
Yeah, it's a little mini town.
Yeah, and it's just their introduction to Joel and how it played in with him and Ellie getting the car.
Mm-hmm.
I think in the video game they just have a car type shit.
So Bill is in the video game. It's done differently. I don't want to spoil the video game for those people who haven't played it, but we are about to spoiler alert the hell out of The Last of Us Episode 3.
Yeah.
So,
because I haven't played Last of Us in years.
In the video game, we didn't get any of that background story.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? That we got in The Last of Us Episode 3. Really dope to see the depth of these two characters. I don't even think we meet the other guy. Not Bill, but the other guy. You just hear about him. So what it's about Bill and his partner.
Mm-hmm.
They have this little, not commune, because there's nobody there, but they've built up these walls and things around this little town, and they've made it their own little private little town. You know, they're gay, you know what I'm saying, which is cool. You get to see this beautiful, you get to see this beautiful, like, gay relationship, and it's written so well. It's gorgeous. You know what I'm saying? I feel like they hit the nail on the head, man. It was really dope. Go ahead, Jules.
It broke my heart, man.
It did. It was tough.
For the people who don't follow me on Stocks On or Off podcast. I'm going through a lot of relationship stuff right now. My son's mom just officially moved out not too long ago, and seeing that and seeing the type of relationship that they had broke, I cried, man. Like I was just there. I was there. I was like, I'm a grown ass man sitting here
about two grown ass men
crying my ass off.
It was beautiful.
So upset, man.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like, I was surprised. So here's the deal, right? There's a scene when they first link. I feel like the guy that played Bill, he's also in Parks and Recreation, is Ron Swanson.
I thought that was the guy from Hangover, but I don't think
No, you're thinking of Zach Galifianakis. So, yeah, it's Ron Swanson, ladies and gentlemen. There's this scene when they have their first kiss. And so Bill, Ron Swanson, is kind of a tougher guy. You know what I'm saying? He got a beard, he carries guns, he's like handy and stuff. And then the other guy's a bit more like that. You know what I'm saying? So,
see, I thought Bill would be the girl because how emotional he was.
So he was, and then that's what I was about to get into. He is very... he's the tough guy, but he's mad emotional. They do the first kiss scene, and you can just see how, like, nervous and scared and sensitive he is to do this thing because he's never been with anybody. I think he's been with a girl once many, many years ago. Found out he was gay, you know what I'm saying, and hadn't been with anybody because the world judged him. That's what's so beautiful about this episode as well, is that he was kind of happy that the world had ended. You know what I'm saying? Now he was free to just be himself. He didn't have anybody, but he was free to just be him without the judgment of others, without the persecution of others. I thought that was so beautiful. Then he meets his partner, and his partner, you know, knows that he's gay, and he's gay as well, and they do their gay thing, you know what I mean? And it's absolutely gorgeous. I swear if this wasn't attached to The Last of Us, I'd still love the fuck out of the story. It was just right. I gotta continue to lean in on how well episode 3 was written, separated from the fucking Last of Us. It stands on its own. It was phenomenal. But then bring back The Last of Us, ladies and gentlemen, and at the very end, you get 10 minutes of Joel and Ellie. I don't know if it was 10 minutes. I might be lying. But, you know what I'm saying? They wrap it back up. The whole purpose of that was because Joel and Ellie are coming to get their truck. You know what I'm saying? They end up getting it. But the way they get it, is also kind of dope, kind of beautiful. So you guys just check it out. Jules, do you got anything? Go ahead.
No, man.
I'm talking.
No, and I like how, like, we all know Joel has his emotional baggage.
Yes.
Of course, losing his daughter, and then losing his girlfriend.
Mm-hmm. Tara, is it?
I think so.
I'm
bad with names. She's dead. So
She dead.
But no, man. And to find out that these guys have died as well, and it's like he's the last. I feel like he is now witnessing survivor's guilt. You know, now you're entrusted with this girl who can probably save the world. You know, and still trying to be that man. That holds it together, and you remember he walks outside and basically just breaks down.
Yeah, yes,
and,
beautiful. I love the what is the word I'm thinking of? Vulnerability in that scene.
And he didn't want to, and you can't show it in front of Ellie because you're an adult.
Ellie kind of vicious too.
But she's still a kid. Like when she told Joel, like, you guys needed a battery, I needed to be somewhere. Don't put her death on me. And then see how quickly she wanted to open up because she was like, here's she handed him something or some shit.
Talking about the letter?
No, when
the food? I don't remember. Continue.
Oh, now I'm trying to remember what part it was. I think it was before they got to the truck.
Okay.
Because they were walking and she was talking about the girl or whatever. And he was like, don't talk about her, blah, blah, blah. And she was like, yeah, it wasn't my fault. You guys just needed something, and I was that way. You were getting said things. So,
right.
You know, and their relationship in the game, I can't wait till that relationship transpired into the movie.
Let me lean in. So that's what's so beautiful as well when it comes to Ellie and Joel at the end of this episode. Is like after they have a little she has a shower, and then he has a shower. He comes out, and he's like, so I'm going here. You can come with me, but you got to do this. You got to do exactly what I say it or whatever. Like he basically is like, hey, you want to come with me? But in his way, you know, because he's kind of tough. So he's like, you got to do exactly what I say. Never disobey me.
I love the Batman voice.
So yeah, that's my tough guy. So I feel like he's warming up to the kid, man. He's about to start being sweet to her. The very end scene. I don't know if you remember this, Jules, but whenever they get in the truck, she turns on the radio, and he's like, "Oh, this is whatever. Do you know this?" And she's like, "No, what is this?" It's some like country. He starts singing, and there they go into the sunlight on down the road.
I like how they panned in from the open window in the room.
Yes, sir.
I thought it would have been cute if they had like their ghost or some shit, like seeing the but you know, that's just me
Rest
being a
in
nerd.
peace, Bill and his wife or his husband.
Yeah. Can't I remember his name?
I don't remember it.
He's dead, so no matter.
They dead.
That's my philosophy. They're dead.
The way they went out too. First off, kind of fucked up on Homeboy's part.
That was beautiful.
It was beautiful, but like, bruh,
Why can't somebody love me like that, man?
If my wife ever look at me like, you gonna have to kill me, you know what I'm saying? I'm done. I give up. I'd be like, bitch, what? You know what I'm saying? But it's beautiful.
But it's rather it's somebody you love and somebody you trust rather than the fucking zombies or somebody breaking in and murdering you.
I get it. Don't get me wrong, but see, it's a double-edged sword because on one side I feel like it was incredibly selfish because now Bill didn't ask for any of this, right? Bill was happy alone, and then you came and you took over his heart. He fell in love with you. You're everything to that man now. You know what I'm saying? That man's entire purpose is you. And now you, who walked into my life, are ready to go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like, it's a tough thing. But they did it so well.
But that's the thing. I feel like he saved Bill from himself.
I agree.
Bill was okay, and they fell for each other. So let's not say he fell for you. You didn't love him type shit. They fell for each other.
They loved each other.
But eventually,
sex in the garden and everything. Make sure there's not kids in here.
But eventually, man, I feel like Bill would have died by himself.
I could totally.
He wouldn't
see
have
that.
the experience to love himself.
He got to live.
Exactly, and that's the thing. So being selfish or not, and plus when Bill got shot It was his partner who saved his life.
True.
Basically,
I thought he was done.
I thought it was over, and I don't know what.
Well played.
He probably had cerebral palsy. The husband.
I thought he had cancer.
Could be cancer. I thought it was weird that he was in a wheelchair and couldn't walk. So I thought it was something different than cancer.
That scene where he's like, you know, I want to change some things there in the street arguing or whatever. He's like, what do you want to change, honey, or whatever. Yeah. He's like, the boutique store. I'm like, the stuff that matters to you during the zombie apocalypse are fucking killing me.
But no, man, I thought it was beautiful.
It was.
I think I would have done the same thing. I think I would have died with my wife.
I would too. Yeah. I say that just because it's such a tough thing, but I would do anything.
But it's like, dude, you are suffering. Mm-hmm. Like, let's just say it would be more selfish on Bill's part not to go through with it, because now you want me to suffer just because you want me around.
I will say, I knew whenever he stepped out there and poured the wine, I knew what was going on. I don't want to spoil it. But it didn't change how I felt when I still watched. I still was like, oh, my hero. Or whatever. You know, it was beautiful. Beautifully done. I'm ready to get back into Joel and Ellie's story, though. Episode 4 coming out tomorrow night. Me and the wife will be watching it. You know what I'm saying? So,
well, I'm looking forward to next week, man, talking to you about it.
Ladies and gentlemen, do me a favor, man. Go ahead and like and subscribe to the channel. Like the episode, subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let us know what kind of comic books you guys want us to review, what kind of topics you want to hear us talk about. Overall, man, just what you guys want to see.
Yeah, man.
We appreciate y'all tuning in. It means a lot. Shout out everybody that tuned into these last 2 episodes. Shout out comic book fans. Shout out Young Salty. These are all people from my stream that have been supporting the heck out of what we've been doing. So shout out J-Over. Shout out all y'all, man, that's been rocking with us thematic. You know what I mean? Thank y'all all for tuning in. I see you guys down in the comment section. Young James. Bro, shout out to you, King. You know what I mean? Also, y'all check out King Castro X Gaming on Twitch. Man, what do you got?
No, man, just stay tuned for Socks on Earth podcast. I'm still looking for people to be on. Hopefully, get some people on soon, but that's it for me, man. May your pain be champagne.
True indeed, true indeed. We are the Comic Cons, and this is the Comic Cons podcast, issue number 3. And we'll be dropping issue number 4 next week. We out. Bye. Peace.
I gotta pee.
All right, you hit the unrecord button.
Yeah.